Welcome back to Breakfast Television. Men are notorious for not reaching out for help, but this is something Karen Gosby is passionate about changing. Karen's late husband, George, took his life last year due to addiction and mental health issues, and she hopes that raising awareness about mental health will change the conversation and prevent more deaths. Karen is joining me now, along with Dr. Shelley Spanner, founder of Women for Men's Health. Good morning to you both. Thank you so much for being here.
Morning.
Karen, let's start with you. Karen, first of all, I'm so sorry for your loss, and thank you for sharing your story.
Thank you.
Why do you want to share your story?
I think it's really important to just start talking about mental health. It's a cross-sectional thing that touches many other aspects of life. Homelessness, issues that go on at home with adolescent, early adulthood, geriatric, elder, domestic abuse, everything. And I think it's just not a standalone issue. It touches on so many other things, and I think raising the awareness helps all those other areas. And in particular, with men's health, they have such a hard time talking about it that I think that's kind of almost like the nucleus of it. If we can get the conversation going, it's engaging that population into talking about it more.
Absolutely. Your husband, George, a very prominent businessman here in the city and really internationally. But do you think that's the reason why people are connecting so strongly with your story? Or is it this idea that, it looked like he had everything when really he didn't?
Well, I think it's both. I think it's the fact that he was a public figure for Canada. And I think that the time and what's happening as of recently with all these just very high celebrity suicides that just, these public figures that have come forward. People are talking about suicide more now, and I think that there's a call, like people are ready to have these conversations and they want to know what to do, and we want to provide that information and resources to them.
Absolutely, to make that a little bit easier for them to find the help that they need. Dr. Spanner, tell me a little bit about Women for Men's Health and what you're trying to achieve.
The Women for Men's Health initiative is basically started because there is a real discrepancy between the way women take care of themselves and the way men take care of themselves. And you can use statistics to back that up. In Canada, women live to age 84, men live only to age 80. When you look at mental health statistics, it's even more staggering. Men, if we just look at the suicide statistics in Alberta, we'll know that about 500 people will kill themselves this year. Of those 500, 80% of those are men, and those are men between 30 and 69. Prime of their lives, perfect part of their careers, they should be flourishing, and that's who kills themselves. And so we just feel there's a huge need for support for this particular part of our population. And that was the impetus for starting the group and getting Karen on board and getting her to share her story. And I think we were trying to reach just so many people are suffering in silence, to be honest.
Right. And this is something that you really are hoping to change, that you can sort of create a pathway and help people create pathways so that when people are struggling, there is a way to find some help and get that help that they need. Karen, do you think, what's the problem there? Why do you think people are not finding those resources and getting the help they need?
Well, for my own situation, we tried to access the system quite a bit, and we found it really very hard to navigate. And that is a known issue that and it is one of the reasons why I wanted to come forward with my story, because we were very connected. I come from a family of doctors, and we had the money to access the system, but I had no navigational tools, no resources. I didn't know who to call, what to do. And I just realized if I was having so much difficulty, certainly everyone else was also.
Absolutely. And that brings us to, of course, the Big Ball, where we're trying to make some change. What do you hope with the Big Ball, Dr. Spanner?
Well, the Big Ball is our big fundraiser of the year, and so we're really excited about it. It's at Hotel Arts, which is a beautiful, beautiful place to be. It's Friday, February 1st. It starts at 7. And our whole goal that night is to make awareness of our cause. We're going to focus on why we're focusing on mental health, why we're doing this, why we're raising funds. And we're hoping to raise enough funds to put all that money back into our mental health programs and our men's health programs at the Prostate Cancer Centre. So our partners are the Prostate Cancer Centre and the Southern Alberta Institute of Urology, both incredible programs in Calgary. So lucky to be a portion of their programs. And yeah, the Big Ball is just a huge event that we hope everyone will come to. And our goal is just to raise as much money as we can to help improve all of our programs.
Okay, terrific. Thank you both so much for being here. And Karen, thank you so much again for sharing your story
Thank
with us. And again, the Big Ball is February 1st at Hotel Arts. Thank you both so much for being here.